Hey everyone, welcome into the show today. Look, today we are going to be talking about how to start your YouTube channel. So let's talk about it. Hey, glad to see everyone in here on the show today. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, Earl Hall, and we've got some stuff to talk about. I want to thank everyone that has been participating in the polls in our Facebook group, our free private Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, you definitely want to make sure that you are. Also, the people that participated in the polls on my YouTube channel as well. So we've got folks here that are watching in from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from Facebook. Give me a shout out in the comments. Where are you watching me from right now? Is it YouTube, Instagram, Facebook? Let me know. Hey, good morning. Dandelion Haven. Man, okay, glad. I hope I'm going to be able to give you some value on today. And Bayou Voiceovers LLC from Louisiana, thanks for being here with us as well. I think today should be pretty exciting. I've got some definite points that I want to make sure that I cover with you on today in regards to getting that YouTube channel started. But let's talk about why you even need that YouTube channel. Anyone that watches me, I'm assuming, is in some sort of business. You're an entrepreneur, you're a freelancer, you're trying to get some things off the ground. Even in the comments, let me know, what industry are you in? That will be key for me. I know I've got comments. Oh, everyone's on YouTube right now. Oh, great. Loving my YouTube audience. Love you guys so much. YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be here. Let's just kind of put it that way, kind of like obviously, right? If it was not for YouTube, I wouldn't be able to have the life that I have, the business that I have, the success that I have. None of that would be available to me right now if it were not for this YouTube channel that I started. Oh my gosh. 2006, no. Somewhere back in the day, I started this YouTube channel. I think it was more like 2015. Yeah, 2015, 16, somewhere around in there. You can check me on that. Just look at my about section on my YouTube channel and you'll definitely be able to see that as well. YouTube gave me the opportunity to, just like it will give you the opportunity to showcase your expertise, to showcase your knowledge, what it is that you intimately know, what you intimately love, what you want to show others how to do, or a better way to do something, or give insight. So many ways that you can use a YouTube channel to get your message out. And I love YouTube so much because it's the place that I call, and I've been calling it this for years, it's an intent-based platform. It's an intent-based platform. What that means is that when people go to YouTube, they're looking for an answer to a question. They're looking for an answer to a problem. And just look back at what you have expertise in. What kind of problems can you solve for people? What kind of expertise can you give to people? What is your knowledge base that you can actually provide to someone, especially if you're an entrepreneur or whatever, that you're going to be able to help them do what it is that they need to do. Now, the first thing that you want to make sure that you understand about YouTube, you want to know who your target audience is. You want to understand what it is that people actually want to know from you. And you can kind of see how I've been doing some things over the past month or so, and particularly using polls, right? You see some of you, who saw my poll on YouTube? Yes, no, put that in the comments. Who saw my poll on YouTube? Who saw my poll on Facebook, right? And who participated in that? Just let me know in the comments. That's how you get to know what people want to know from you. It was one of the most simplest things in the world to do, and I didn't even think about it until I started doing it a few weeks back, thanks to a good friend of mine, Cyrus Webb, that we're having a conversation around this whole thing. It's like, how do you know what your audience wants to know from you? Well, you ask your audience, and then that audience will let you know, hey, these are the things that I'm interested in knowing based on what I've heard from you already. And the more content that you put out, then the better that can be. Right. So when you start producing this content on YouTube, yeah, thanks, Bayou Voiceovers. Yep, both platforms. He saw on both platforms. Awesome. My poll, that is, he's talking about. He saw both polls. And actually, let me just throw some folks up here too. Thanks so much for being a part. Dandelion Heaven is here with us today. And then also we have Bayou Voiceovers LLC in the house as well. When you're looking to get found on YouTube, I was going to say there's a lot of ways, but there are just a couple of main ways. And the more you want to know about this, obviously you can leave me comments, you can leave me questions and all of that, and I'll be glad to share that information with you. But when you're looking at how it is to get found on YouTube, it literally starts with your title, your description. Is that title or description searchable? It starts with also your hashtags and your tags. Are these things that people are looking for? The great thing about YouTube, this is just one of the great things. When you go to YouTube, you'll notice this now that I'm telling you this. Let's just say you're trying to come up with a title for a video that you're trying to do, right? So you go on YouTube and you've got the search bar on YouTube and you can start typing in something. The title of this show, how to start a YouTube channel. This is exactly how I came up with the title. Start typing in the search term. How to whatever. Like that, it's usually a question that people type in, right? You know, you can even type in an industry, but you start typing in how to or something along those lines, and you will notice that as you're typing in, YouTube starts filling in stuff underneath of that for you. YouTube literally starts filling in stuff. Why is this important? Because the closer you get to your point, you'll see what YouTube is suggesting to you. And YouTube, those suggestions that come up, that's what they are. They're suggestions or they're guesses at what you might want to look for. Those things that show up there are literally what people have already typed in millions of times. YouTube is telling you what people are looking for. So let's just say whatever your topic is, and I want you to do this little exercise, right? When you're trying to come up with your YouTube titles. Just start typing in something and you'll see literally what people are asking for. Don't get cute with the titles. Just use what YouTube is letting you know that people are already looking for. Did you know that? Did you know that that is literally what YouTube is doing? And if you pay more attention to that, you'll also know that this is what happens when you're on Google. The things that you're typing in, Google is coming up with what other people have already typed in that may be what you're looking for. These are gold mines of information for topics to talk about on your YouTube channel, right? Bayou Voiceover LLC is saying, out of the content I've watched on YouTube in reference to VO, your information has been extremely helpful. Thank you so very much. Thank you for letting me know that as well. And hashtags and your tags. Now, some of these things may sound foreign to you, but that's okay. Don't get it twisted. You're going to notice in the description for this video, I've got a link to my link tree. My link tree is just all of my links. Very relevant links for whatever it is that you want to know. There's a bunch of free stuff that's in there as well that I'm offering to give away. You can look at that link, but there's also a link for TubeBuddy that's in there. TubeBuddy is my friend. TubeBuddy helps me with my hashtags. It helps me with all of those types of things that I need in order to make sure that at least my videos have a chance at ranking. There are several videos that I've made that are just still number one, and they were made years ago. But this is because of also consistency and producing certain. Oh, excuse me. Glad I hit that mute button right there because that was a big sneeze. All right. TubeBuddy has been a big help for me doing what it is that I do. So when you're thinking about starting your YouTube channel, these are some of the most important and relevant things to think about. Who is your target audience? What are the problems and things that they're going through that you can actually help them with, right? And then understanding how to get engagement from that audience through things like polls, through things like asking questions during your YouTube videos, telling people to comment below, leave me a question below. And when people comment or question, make sure that you answer them back. Make sure that you answer them back. I think this is so important. So TubeBuddy is a key. Next point, you want to schedule your show. You want to have a regularly scheduled, and I don't mean you have to do a live stream. What I mean is that you have to show up. Now, if I get accustomed to you showing up. Like now you're accustomed to me showing up every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I don't show up, you may not show up the next time. But if I keep showing up and I keep giving you the information that you're requesting, you're going to keep showing up. So it's about that. When you pick a time, just be consistent with the time. I don't care if that's daily, weekly, monthly, twice a week, whatever it is, weekends only. Set your schedule to something that you can handle, right? We all have lives. We're all busy. We're all doing stuff. We're all doing a ton of things all the time, but make sure that you're consistent with when and where you show up. Like right now, every Friday, I'm on my Facebook page, I'm on my YouTube channel, and I'm on my LinkedIn channel, right? Whether or not anyone else is there, I'm there. So people will get accustomed to seeing me at that time. And, also I have a habit, which you guys have probably seen, like probably by Sunday, I will be posting, or by Monday, I will be posting what I'll be talking about on next Friday. But what I'll be talking about on next Friday is going to be poll driven based on the question that I'll ask you either today or tomorrow. So you see how all of this starts working together. And so many times I know people get, I don't know if it's analysis paralysis. I don't know if people are scared of technology or whatever, but no one knew how to start a YouTube channel the first day they started a YouTube channel. The most important thing to do is just to start. If that's what you want to do, let me ask this question of the people that are watching me right now, or even if you're watching the replay, comment for me. Do you have a YouTube channel yet? Yes or no? I want to see it in the comments right now. Do you already have a YouTube channel? Yes or no? Because then that'll spark some questions for me as well in regards to, okay, what more information does my audience actually need from me in order to get what they need to get? And also, while you're typing in yes or no if you have a YouTube channel, now's the time for you to start asking me questions. We know the topic. We knew the topic was going to be how to start a YouTube channel. What are your pressing questions right now about starting a YouTube channel? Now, you guys are on here live. You got me live, so we can take some time. If you're watching the replay, put it in the comments. You can best believe I'm going to get back to you and answer your questions. So around starting a YouTube channel, what are your questions that you have? And you can even let me know, what type of YouTube channel are you thinking about starting? Like, what type of industry are you in? What is it that you want to talk about? Let me know those things as well. Now, a big part of this whole thing, all right, just to start your YouTube channel, let me give you these tidbits and tips while I'm seeing if people ask me any questions and before we go off air. Because if no one has any questions, well, we're going to go off air. But so here's the thing. There's a banner that you need to create, and then there's your little picture that goes into the circle. And let me just see something here. And let me go to YouTube. I'm just pulling up. I'm going to pull up my own YouTube channel so that we can see this here. All right. And then what I shall do is share my screen. All right. Boom. Wow. That works. Okay. All right. So you guys can see my YouTube channel here, right? You guys see that whole thing. Now you see the top part is the banner, right? And then you see the little picture in the circle of me. You see my picture in the circle of me. All you need to do is raise your smartphone up, take a picture, boom, you've got the little circle picture. Now, how I create a lot of my banners, or all of my banners, I should say, is through Canva. So, I've got links in my link tree for all of this as well. But you can see there's a ton of stuff. I mean, I create all my thumbnails. I create everything graphically, visually that I want to create inside of Canva. It's just a tremendous resource to be able to use and to go from there. And you can see here, this is the banner that, or one of the banners that I used to use on YouTube. This is a YouTube banner, right? And you can even, let's just say we can go home and Canva will let you create a design, right? And you can even type in the search. Oh, I need to type was YouTube. If I type in YouTube, boom, there it is. It's a YouTube banner, right? And it's right there. right? I can even over here, it'll give you some suggestions. Like you can just pop one of these in here. Boom. It's a perfectly formatted YouTube banner that you can just adjust as needed. You can change up, you can make look different, whatever it is that you want, but you actually now have a very easy way to create a YouTube banner that is going to work for you, right? Isn't it so easy? And all these things are editable. Like I can come here. Oh, I don't like this guy's picture. I can just go to one of my uploads over here and I can, let's just select this most recent image of me. And I can go ahead and put that picture right in there. Look at that. And then of course, all I have to do is change this to Earl Hall, and I can change this to www.earlhallstudio.com. Look at that. You see, and I can change this. If this is all I want to change, I can just come down here and use my @ symbol, Earl Hall Studio. Look at that. I have a YouTube banner. I officially have a YouTube banner. That's how easy it is to go ahead and create that banner. You download this banner and then you upload that back to your YouTube channel. And there you have it. There you have it. Good morning, Martha. So glad to see you in here in the building with us this morning. Martha Morgan, thank you for being here. And then what I'll do is I'll just go back to my main cam. Boom. Setting up your YouTube channel, and this is a challenge. I want you to go ahead. No one's told me if they have a YouTube channel or not. I'm looking in the comments or the chat. No one said they have a YouTube channel yet. So here's my question. We had about 40 people between YouTube and Facebook that voted for this topic today, how to start a YouTube channel. That was what was requested of me to talk about. Why? I'm curious as to why people wanted me to talk about this. Is it because you don't have a YouTube channel yet? Is it because you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel? But anyway, here's my challenge. By you saying I have your questions. I don't have them in my head. So if you want to type in another question, feel free. The challenge is for you to start your channel, because everything that I've said over the past 20 minutes, the hardest thing for any of us to do is to start. That is the hardest thing to do, is to start. So what's holding you back from starting? Is it confidence in yourself? Is it you don't know quite what to do? It's kind of also why one of the free things in my link tree, the link is in the description, is a free guide to plan out your YouTube videos, to plan out your content. It's a free guide that I created for you guys a couple of weeks ago. It's been there. A lot of people have actually downloaded that. So feel free. It's free. You can go figure out how to do those types of things. But what other things are holding you back from starting a YouTube channel? Is it because you don't have a target audience? Is it because you don't know what you want to talk about or who you want to talk to? Is it because you're not sure about yourself? And quite honestly, a lot of times it is about a surety or a non-surety of self and wanting to not look stupid. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are self-limiting beliefs as reasons why we don't start the things that we actually should start, that we know we should start, that we want to start, that we dream about starting, but we never have taken that next step to actually start with that, So this is my friend Cyrus and I say all the time, these things are simple, but not easy. The process of starting a YouTube channel, you could start a YouTube channel in the next 30 minutes. By the way, the easiest way to start a YouTube channel is by having a Gmail account. Just go to Google, start a Gmail account. Earl Hall VO was the Gmail account that I used to start this YouTube channel that you're on right now. If you set up a Gmail, you automatically get a YouTube channel. And all you have to do is go in and set it up. So there may be some questions around this, and maybe people are shy this morning or whatever. I do appreciate all the thumbs up. I do want to make sure that you do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Look out for my polls because they are coming, so that I can get clearer on what it is that you want to know from me. Next week, we're going to be talking straight at the voiceover artists. We're going to be talking straight at you. The poll that won out was how to get voiceover clients. That was the thing that won out. I've got so much to talk about when it comes to that. And this goes for voiceover clients. It goes for clients. Clients. I don't care what your business is. How do you get clients? That's what we're going to be talking about. So make sure that you check my Linktree. The link is in the description. You're going to get a bunch of free downloadable information there for me, as well as links to all the things that are pertinent to me. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. You have a blessed and fantastic weekend as well. Please have a good one. Start your YouTube channel. That's the challenge. At least go get a Gmail account. And if you've got more questions around your YouTube channel, please put them in the comments and I will be glad to answer your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. I'll see you next Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. You take care.